This is a weird and crazy story. This guy's cheating wife wanted a divorce, so he filed for divorce. He says his soon-to-be cheating ex-wife seems unhappy. This story is called Cheating Wife Wanted a Divorce, I Filed. If you thought I was going to say she begged me not to do it, you are mistaken. That's what I wish was going to happen. But it didn't. I'm going to make a very small summary of our situation. 8 years together, 6 married, 1 child. A long time ago, we had relationship drama and we for some reason were arguing about it in the car. This past July, she ends up staying at her mom's and takes my son since we were arguing. And I end up going out of town for a work trip the following week. The following week, she calls tech so much saying how I'm such a great father, husband, and she can't wait to see me. It was extreme in the amount of love she showed. One Thursday morning she does at 180 out of nowhere. I was depressed. I was a slave. I was a maid. You didn't believe in me. Not one statement she made was true. She was complaining about absolutely everything. Nothing of which had to do with our argument, which was about her past cheating. From years, prior weeks and months go by of me begging and pleading with her to come back. Nothing. She didn't say we were not together or she wanted a divorce. She didn't say much of anything, sending random calls, texts here and there, just chit-chatting in general. To make a long story short, suddenly in September, she asked for a divorce and says she'll file. Come to find out she took my money to fly out of state to cheat on me. She kept my son from me this entire time. No visits, no phone calls after this. In October, she called one last time. She had this bizarre conversation with me where she sounded about 20% flirty and 80% cold. I called back within 5 minutes after we hung up because I forgot to ask her something, and she proceeded to cuss me out, accused me of hitting her before, or lie, and said she was gonna file a divorce on me as I was telling her I still loved her. Well, I had enough. I filed. She tried calling me from her mom's phone that day, but I didn't answer. She has a new phone and a new number which all these other guys have. So I figured she could call me from it or not call at all. Not only did she cheat on me with the random guy from the internet out of state and use my money to fund it, she also is cheating locally with 1 or 2 more people. We never spoke again. I did monitor her Instagram for a while and she basically has changed her entire personality. I think she thinks she's Paris Hilton. Now, she posts a couple of stories bashing me with general quotes aimed at me. Basically, it seems she hates me and the idea of marriage altogether, but she literally did nothing. And I mean it. She didn't pursue her goals, which she always mentioned and I always supported, nor did she do anything as a stay-at-home mom, all around a miserable person and all around blaming me. She would also blame me for my mother's words after she'd argue with her. But I never blame her for her brother's words when he'd say or do very bad things directed at me. My question is, shouldn't she be happy now? She cheated many times and asked for the divorce. I filed it for her. Now she can feel free to talk to any guy she wants or pursue her twin flame. It's freedom. So why does she seem so unhappy and feels the need to keep posting jabs about me on social media? And before you say, just stop checking, I have her and I have been separated for 4 months already. That's such a long time. Shouldn't she be living it up, going out partying or doing whatever she felt like she was restricted from doing by being in a marriage with me? But deep down, she doesn't seem happy at all. Maybe I'm wrong and maybe she is. But with these posts, it makes me feel like she has just been overcompensating. Shouldn't she be happy? This all occurred because of her. She refused to have any semblance of a dialogue from July to now. I wanted her to be happy and find happiness now that we are no longer going to be together. And yet she's still this way. I thought I gave her exactly what she wanted and asked for toter. My wife treated me terribly and asked for a divorce. I actually filed. Now, she is supposed to be free and happy, but it seems like deep down she is angry and miserable, and I can't understand why. I don't really need advice to obtain a lawyer, worry about my child, or focus on herself. Now, I have seen it so many times and it doesn't really add anything. I just posted this because I want to know what goes on in her mind and how a person gets what they want and is unhappy. I have the right to be curious. I don't know why this guy is worried about this woman who is soon to be his ex-wife. In my opinion, he does not need to worry about her. He should consider himself free. Stop thinking about the past because she will soon be the past also. It sounds like his soon-to-be ex-wife cheated on him multiple times. So why in the hell is he worried about her? I just don't get why men like this waste brain cells on a woman. They are cutting ties with just my opinion. By the way, I will leave a link in the description so you can try to leave a nice comment.